Hello and welcome everyone to the WMarketplace Live. My name is Colleen Butler and I am the Business Development Lead here at the WMarketplace. Today we're going to spend about 40 minutes introducing 5 incredible women sellers on our platform. They've all got tips and tricks and products and services to help you get ready to get back into work and travel. We're going to invite each guest onto the live stream and we'll do a little bit of Q&A. And then at the very end, we'll bring everyone back on and we can take some questions from our live audience. So before I get started, I would just like to take a quick minute and tell you a little bit about the WMarketplace, who we are and what we do. As you'll see from the sellers we have today, we are a shopping destination to buy some incredible women-owned products. But unlike other online platforms, you can also find female professional service providers. So if you're looking for an accountant, a coach, a consultant, a tax attorney, you can shop us first. We also have an entire section of our platform that's called Engage, where we highlight nonprofits and other organizations that are working on issues relevant to women and girls. Our mission at the WMarketplace is to support the growth of women-owned businesses and be a fabulous destination for finding products, services, and resources. We like to say that women doing business with women will change the world. So that's us. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our first seller. Her name is Heather Fink, and she is with Sexiest Beauty. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Colleen.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and everyone. I'm so honored to be a part of the team that you put together tonight, these amazing women.
Well, I wanted to start because I love your mission. You say you want to challenge traditional beauty standards and redefine what it means to be sexy. And you really have a focus on inclusivity and diversity. So I'd love for you just to tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Thanks for asking. That really is the foundation of our brand, the inclusivity and the diversity. And I just felt that we needed to be more representative in the beauty industry in terms of both the products that we've created and the marketing that, advertising and imagery that we put out there. So I've had worked with a lot of great brands who've done such an amazing job. I've really learned a lot and just wanted to bring that to my own brand as well.
Well, that's really inspiring. I know it's a big issue in the beauty industry, particularly today. So it's wonderful that that's what you're focusing on.
It is. I think diversity is sexy. That's another thing with the name, The Sexiest Beauty. That's what I believe is sexy rather than just one standard of beauty. I think that diversity is what makes it interesting and beautiful.
I agree 100%. Well, I would love to say to see if you could share a little bit about your skincare products and maybe show us some examples.
Sure. Yeah, we actually have several new products in the skincare category, and one of them has really shown out above the others in terms of this interesting technology and formulation. It's called the Rose Glow Cream. And people are calling it magical and just so innovative. And it's basically a skincare makeup hybrid so that you get a skincare treatment benefit with an almost a no makeup. I don't have great lighting to really see it, but how it works with your skin to reflect light. And I call it restores youthful radiance. Because I don't use the word anti-aging as much anymore. I feel like aging's a good thing. I'm not against it. I'm pro.
Thank you for saying that because we're all going there.
Exactly. Maybe it's the age I'm at. Like I didn't have a problem saying it 20 years ago, but anyway, the industry is also moving away from that terminology a little bit more. It still is a terminology that does what it says. It means something, so we can use it still for that purpose. We all know what that means, but the cream itself restores radiance.
And do you use it on your face or can you use that anywhere?
You can use it anywhere, but to start with, it's a face cream.
Okay.
People are using it on their hands. People are using it on the neck. You can do a little sort of massage and pull the neck up. People are using it on their shoulders and décolletage. So it really is a magical cream that's getting amazing 45 5-star reviews on our website. So, and it's only a year old.
Well, I'm going to get some of that right after this. Okay. How about, I would love to also see some of your sexy favorite liquid and classic lipsticks.
Okay, great.
You're
Yeah,
turning back the world.
Yeah, thank you. We launched as a lipstick brand because I feel like lips are so powerful and it's how you speak, and our brand is about wanting to hear, be a platform for you and your mission and what you have to say. So we started with lips, and we started with a formula that is a bullet formula, sort of a classic formula, but it's a revolutionary technology with velvety pigments that coat your lips in one swipe with the pigment. So that's available in 12 colors. It's also super moisturizing. You can see, I call it matte shine because the lighting is really not good, but it's got a shine even though it's got the velvety pigments of a matte. So I just pulled 3 colors, actually 4, I added a pop, but these are some really great sort of softer shades with a nude, a rose, and a pink.
Nice.
And that's basically their name. And a berry, which gives a really nice, yeah.
And moisturizing too, which I love. I feel like so many lipsticks I use, they just dry my lips out,
Yeah, none of my formulas are going to dry your lips. I do have a second formula, which it does dry on your lips, but it doesn't dry out your lips. So I call that one Matte Sheen. It's what I'm wearing right now. Yeah. Again, it has those velvety pigments of the matte, but it's not a dry, dull matte.
It's not. It's vibrant.
Has a sheen to it. Yeah. So, and this formula is mask proof. Or transfer proof or swim proof, sweat proof, It's a transfer proof formula that is working out great, unfortunately, in these conditions where we're still, wearing masks in some places, etc. So you can count on this formula not to transfer onto your mask. And it's available in those same kind of colors, as well as I added this color because it's a dip your toe in red. It's called Warrior Red.
Red is scary a little bit for people, it's so bold.
Yeah. So it really depends on what kind of colors you're looking for. Before the pandemic and face masks, I was wearing really bright, bold colors. You never saw me in anything soft. But for some reason, now that we've taken masks off, I felt too loud in a bold. Yeah. I don't know. It was like a psychological thing. It wasn't a conscious thing, but I started wearing softer shades. So I'm wearing Girl Crush.
It's so today. Pretty. I love it.
But with the bolder colors, this is a dip your toe in red. It's sort of a nude red, I call it. It's called Warrior Red. So those are the colors that I pulled for today. I thought are fun and wearable, and they're for all skin tones. They're developed around the world with all different skin tones.
That's perfect. Well, thank you. That's great. I want to just also ask about your background a little bit. You have worked for some of the biggest brands around, from MAC to L'Oreal to Victoria's Secret. So what inspired you really to kind of take the plunge and go out on your own?
Well, it's kind of a sad story.
Oh, well, it sounds brave to do.
It's a good story, I guess, because it brought me where I am, but I lost my job. I had just turned probably 50. I had just turned 50. Lost my job after 25 years in corporate beauty and tried for a year or so to find another position, and I didn't. And so during that time, I just started creating some, it's really, what do I love to do? And what am I passionate about? I started putting this product line together, and it turned into a brand, and I did it all on paper and pulling in samples and things like that. And then within a few months, I actually launched it to the market. I had my first customer in New York City in a store. And so it really just took off from there. And it's about 4 years old now. We're about 4 years old, still really small.
Yeah,
but chugging along.
You turned it around and you took control. That's really inspiring.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We're going to pull out our next guests.
Awesome.
We're going to talk to you again at the end, but thank you so much for sharing your products with us.
Thanks, Colleen.
Our next guests are Lisa Smith and Jennifer Dutely, the founders of Shift Coaching and Styling. So welcome, ladies. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
So, Lisa and Jennifer, I just want to have you talk a little bit about your practice. It's such an interesting and unique service you provide, where you combine life transition coaching with personal styling, something I personally need. So, I'd love to hear a little bit about your story and what inspired you to combine them, and maybe show us some examples of your work.
Yeah, so that's a great question. One we get asked often. And we just really love the niche we've been able to create. Lisa and I learned really early on in our careers as stylists that life coaching was naturally happening as we would build these relationships with our clients. We really wanted to provide a unique service that involved defining personal style and building a wardrobe, but also walking alongside people as they experience really hard life transitions, career changes, divorce, lifestyle changes, rebranding. We truly just have hearts and desire to help people become the best version of themselves, but we really feel like that happens from the inside out. And so we do believe it is an honor to walk with people on this journey of life. And we love that people invite us into their closets, but also into their personal life.
That's incredibly inspiring. And I mean, it's such a unique, beautiful service that you're providing. So that's excellent.
Thank you. So Lisa, did you want to add anything else? Nope.
No, I thought it was perfect.
Okay. So yeah, we were friends prior. So doing business together has been an absolute blessing and been so fun. We wanted to take time today to talk about closet audits, but also building a wardrobe capsule. So Lisa's going to speak on that. So while we're on closet audits, I am in my closet currently. So, so I would say a majority of women at one point or another have looked at their very full closet and said these words: "I have nothing to wear." I think we could all relate to that.
I said that this morning.
Which universally usually means our clothes don't fit quite right, or we bought something at an impulse at a sale and we don't know how to pair it back to what we have. We also have those clothes that, goodness, we wish that they would fit, but that is not going to help us when we are trying to rush in the morning and find something to wear. So I think we can also relate to things that we have an emotional attachment to, clothes that require shaved legs, or a full commitment to a jumpsuit. That is a full day commitment, ladies, to a jumpsuit. So it is about 10% of our wardrobe that we actually gravitate towards. So our goal with the closet audit is to create a wardrobe that you love, but also works really well back to your career and your lifestyle. We know your days are full of virtual and in-person meetings, running errands, and a full to-do list. So we want to create a versatile wardrobe that's designed to manage your day with ease. So things to expect when we do a closet audit: be ready to try clothes on. Truly, we get the best feel for your personal style when we see it on your body. We'll also help you create piles of what to keep, what to donate, and what to get rid of. We'll assess your wardrobe to help you fully maximize it, while also showing you tips and tricks of how to fold it, how to hang it, what hangers we prefer, and how to store your items. So basically, we love to save you time and money by organizing your closet with it, functionality being our main goal, but also help you create great interchangeable outfits, create staples, and things that, like Lisa will be talking about building a capsule. It'll be just great ways to see your wardrobe in a new light. I have a rainbow edit, so that has become very popular in our closet audits. So that, I like to say, takes the stress out of getting dressed. Everything is color coordinated, so it is a great way.
Amazing.
Just walk into my closet and know exactly where to go. If that doesn't work for you, we can also organize it by item. We can also physically put outfits together. We've done that for clients who want 30 outfits put together and they just grab and go. So honestly, we just want to partner with you to create a closet that you truly love. And we just want you to confidently walk into your closet and no longer say you have nothing to wear.
Well, your closet looks amazing. I will say that. So.
So I think now Lisa is going to take over and talk about building a wardrobe capsule.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Jen. So yeah, it is important that you have pieces in your closet. We tend to gravitate towards those same pieces. And I'm going to share what a capsule is and how it can be beneficial for both work and for travel. And so Jen and I have met each other. We've been working together as stylists with a company called Cabby for quite some time now. And we are fortunate enough to have pieces here that I'm going to show you what a capsule is and how to create some great outfits around a capsule. So again, you can pair these back to your work or travel. And so I'm going to get up now and do a little show.
This is so fun.
We have some basics. We strongly believe in working with basics and then starting to add pieces in as you get more comfortable with your wardrobe. And so I'm going to show you how to take 6 pieces and make 8 outfits. And then we'll add 2 more pieces to make a total of 14 outfits. Okay, ready?
Oh.
All right, here we go. All right, so we've got outfit number 1 and outfit number 2. And these are from the fall Cabby collection. So they're current, on trend. So that 1 and 2. And then we have outfits 3 and 4. Then we have 5 and 6.
Oh my gosh.
And then there we go from here, 7 and 8. Okay, so by adding 2 more pieces, which I'm going to pull, you'll get a total of 14 outfits with 8 items. So sometimes casual Fridays can look like a great denim. A deep dark denim is slimming, and it's also a little bit dressier than a light denim.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to show that as an addition to the capsule. And then a great basic cardigan. So I know we're heading into fall soon. It's hard to imagine with the heat wave coming, but in any case. Okay, so where are we at? 8. Then we have outfit 9, number 10, and 11.
Oh my God.
And then simple. Where else are we? 11, 12, 13, and 14.
This is genius.
That is how you can maximize your wardrobe and just start adding pieces, and we can help with that. Well, there you go. Thanks.
Okay, that is amazing. I mean, I feel like, because often you think, oh, I've got to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe, but you're just putting it all together and mixing and matching it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we really want you to shop your wardrobe. That is the
And
main.
a lot of people will say that. They're like, I had no idea I had that in my closet, or I didn't realize I could pair these things together. So we like to call it shop your closet, because you probably have a lot of clothes in your closet that you can wear that you just need a little help with some inspiration on how to pair them.
Yeah, just somebody to tell you what to do and how to pull it together. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. That was really inspiring. I'm excited now to think about getting you over to my closet.
We can't wait. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce our next speaker, and we're going to pull you guys back in a little bit. Thank you so much. That was fascinating. Okay, well, next up, we have Dr. Bernadine Cruz, who has her incredible bag. She's got a company called Conmigo with the Ulti bag. There she is. And she is color coordinated with her bag today. How are you doing, Bernadine?
I'm doing great. Got that kind of coordination going through my closet. So yes, I can see that. But she was just talking about being organized. We're going to be talking about being organized when you travel too, Colleen.
Yes, we are. I am so excited. So one of the first questions I had for you, though, which I find very interesting, is that you were a veterinarian for so long. Your career was in veterinary medicine. How did you design, manufacture, figure out how to do this whole career transition to making this incredible travel bag?
Well, I'm still a practicing veterinarian. So first and foremost, I'm a practicing veterinarian, but I'm also a traveler of life. And I found that no matter if it's travel or if it's my practice, the connections, Colleen, are so terribly important. My clients, when they come in, I spend a lot of time trying to educate them, connect with them, because if we have that connection and I'm telling them to do something where typically they might go, oh, I'm not sure if I can do that or want to do that. If we have that connection, we have kind of that friendship, they go, I bet I can do that. You know, Cruz is there to help me out. Then when you travel, it's not just seeing different things, it's connecting with people. I love connecting with people. So connections are so important to me. And when it comes to traveling, I love traveling. I know, Colleen, you are a big traveler. We want to talk about that one. It's like, oh my goodness, what you've done. But when I travel, I hate the hassles of being uncomfortable. You know, I'm riding in the back of the bus, so to speak, on the plane, so the seats aren't all that comfortable. Or sometimes you're waiting at the airport or the train station, whatever, and my bum starts to hurt after a while. And then I also hate being not organized. I love everything in a place. And as I was traveling, I'd be great right I got out the door, but then as soon as I was on the road, my organizational skills went down the drain. And I oftentimes travel by myself. I see a lot of single women traveling by themselves, and I give them great kudos for doing so. It's really exciting to be able to do it. But you also have to be smart. You have to be safe. You need to have your hands free to hold on to what's important to you, your luggage, your pool luggage, for whatever. And you just need to be aware of what's going on with you. So that's how I started, because I couldn't find the bag that was perfect, the carry-on. So when you can't find it, what do, Colleen? You make it.
You just made it yourself. I love it. That's so inspiring. Well, one of the things I love a lot about your bag, but I love the built-in seat, and I also love the brightly colored internal pockets, because my bags are, it's like a vortex in there trying to find my passport.
It's
or
a
whatever.
black hole.
Yeah. So could you show us a little bit about these great features that your bag has? I would love to see them.
And as you were saying, or I mentioned about you liking to travel, and it was a couple of years ago, you did some traveling with your kids, and it was a year in 14 countries. Like, oh my goodness, I can't imagine that. So there are 16 pockets that are secured. So you're not going to lose things. I can imagine as you're running around with the kids. Yep. So you talked about having a light colored interior. Here you can put your water bottle because you need someplace to stay hydrated.
Great.
But if you're going to be traveling in London or someplace else where it's going to be rainy, you can put your umbrella there. As you are moving around, maybe you just need something really quickly. So you can put your pens, something easy to grab, small to grab. Larger is going to be the middle section. The middle section is gusseted, so you're not going to have it fall open, lose everything. You can hold up to a 17-inch laptop in here. There is a mesh area, so you can put little things you don't want to lose. You have a key ring here, so let me get that key ring, so you're not going to be losing your home keys, whatever else. That's important. As I'm traveling on my own and going, all right, I'm in a part of town that I can hear my mother's voice saying, Bernadine, you shouldn't be there.
Right.
So having this being cross-body instead of on my shoulder, nobody is going to be able to steal it. But this, you need your phone. And all of a sudden, Colleen, your kids are calling you, and where are you trying to find that phone? You can't find it. This way, it holds a fairly large phone. I'm sure there'll be bigger ones someday, but now it's always on your shoulder strap. You need it. You can grab it right away. You're nice and safe. Your mother will approve of that. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Then, because after a while you don't want to keep it on your shoulder, you can slide this over your pull luggage. And if you're like me, you're going through TSA and you have your driver's license out and your passport or whatever, and you're trying to put it away really quickly. And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose it for sure. And oftentimes we do. Yep. Now you can put it in here, in here, and it's brightly colored again, so you're not going to lose it. And the last thing, this is, I think, my most favorite part about this bag, and you're saying the seat, and people are going, what are you talking about, a seat?
Yeah, it's genius.
So you're on the plane. After you take off, you pull this out without your electronics in it. I'll talk about that one. Now you sit on this pad attached to the bag by strong nylon straps. Now it's behind your legs. You can stretch out your legs. You have this increased personal space. Wonderful. And how many times, Colleen, have you gone through TSA and on the other side you hear TSA make the announcement, whoever left your laptop behind at the checkpoint, please come back. Shoot me now if that happens. So here what you can do, you can put your electronics in here up to a 13-inch laptop. It's attached to your bag as you're going through TSA. It's separate as they require.
Yep.
So you can still do that.
Yep. That's great.
You are not going to lose that. Then when you get to, you're a working woman and you get to your hotel, you want to go down to the lobby and do a little work, but you don't want to take your whole bag. It's detachable. Little handle, you now have a portfolio. So it's a cushion, a TSA approved padded electronic sleeve, and a portfolio. So you get all of those goodies in one bag. Mom
Okay,
approved.
you literally thought of everything. This
I've
bag.
tried. I've been at this for a while. So you asked, how did I do this? It's
Yeah.
not a matter of what you know, but who you know. Because I'm a veterinarian. I didn't know anything about manufacturing, but you just keep putting it out there. You tell people what you're doing, and somebody knows somebody, and it works.
And that's how you did it. You just somebody knew somebody, and now you're manufacturing your Conmigo bags.
I finally got them in stock, and with the pandemic, you folks at the marketplace have just been so wonderful, because coming soon, and you just worked with me, and it's finally here. I have my bags.
Oh,
Order
it's so
today.
exciting. I know,
30% discount. Order today.
30% discount. Okay, we're on it. Well, let me ask you, I mean, we're going to have to wrap up in a minute, but I have to know, how many countries have you visited and what is next on your list? Where are you going?
Well, I think you beat me, because I know in 1 year you did 14 countries with 2 teenagers. You are a saint.
Or really
amazing.
I'm not sure which.
So I've done 14 countries, but that's over the lifetime. And where I really would like to go the next trip is Bhutan. It is just that Buddhist spirituality. I've had the opportunity, very fortunate, to go to Tibet. And it was life-changing. The moment you walked off the plane, you just had this sense of calm. So take the chaos out of travel, put it in calm by getting the Conmigo bag. And Conmigo means come with me. Come with me on the adventure that is life.
Oh, I love it. Maybe someday we can travel together, Bernadine. I would love that. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for showcasing it. And we will see you in a few minutes, and we'll chat with you at the end. And thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, Colleen.
Okay, so next up, I want to welcome Laura McCann, founder and CEO of Adora Therapy. Laura, you out there?
Hi, Colleen. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Great, thanks. Welcome to our store in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm so excited to be here. I'd actually like to be traveling, putting on lipstick, and doing my wardrobe over, but I spend a lot of time in my store, so I'm happy to have you all meet me here tonight.
Your store is beautiful. It's so nice to see you in your natural environment. Well, I wanted to start because I want to give our viewers a little overview, because your aromatherapy products are organic, they're vegan, cruelty-free, they contain no alcohol. I want to know, could you explain to us the difference between your products and sort of traditional perfumes?
Yeah, so traditional perfume is usually made with alcohol. A lot of times the ingredients that are fragrance-based are synthetic. Most of you, if you go to your Chanel or your whatever perfume that you love and you look at the box, the ingredients aren't listed. And there's a reason why. They don't have to disclose what's in the bottle. They say it's proprietary and a trade secret. But basically that means you don't really know what you're breathing. And the other idea is that perfume is to smell good. A lot of perfume evolved from trying to mask odor. So it's really the opposite of something that I would call breathtaking. An aroma perfume, which is the kind of perfume that we make, is perfume that is water-based if it's a spray, and if it's a roller ball, it's got jojoba, and you wear it, but you're wearing it to breathe it. So the way you would wear our perfume is you would apply it on your pulse points, or you would spray it around yourself. You'd wear it like perfume, but the part that matters most is this. You're the ingredient that counts. It's your breath and your intention that makes the product what it is. We just provide the beautiful formulations, and everything else is about you being the healer and you igniting everything with your breath.
That is amazing. That sounds much, much better than a traditional perfume. I mean, you're really igniting the whole person. That's incredible.
I call it beauty on the outside. It's also perfume with purpose and scent with intent. And a lot of times our breath, and we know this now more than ever, now that we're all wearing masks, and we did, and then we didn't, and now we are again, which makes it almost even harder. And we just realize how important that breath is. And when we smell things that aren't really good for our breath and our lungs, we're actually causing more harm than not. And we never really thought of this. You know, a lot of women clean up their wardrobe, their refrigerator, their diets. They do a lot of things, but the breath is kind of one of the last frontiers that we've given away to the beauty industry, and we think you should reclaim it.
I love that. Well, tell me a little bit about chakras, and for those of us that don't know, and why we want them balanced.
Yes, so chakras are the energy centers in the body. There are 7 of them. They start at the root, the stomach, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And these regulate our psycho-emotional, spiritual mind body, right? So a lot of times we can totally understand, for instance, if you get an email and it's not a good one, all of a sudden you can feel your throat tighten. Why? Because you really want to scream, or you're angry, or you're upset. And all that energy gets stored here until you figure out a way to get it out. As women, oftentimes we get it out by telling our girlfriends, oh my God, la, la, la. But we can't always do that. So we store energy in our bodies. And when the energy is flowing and balanced, our chakras are flowing and balanced. And when not, we have a whole slew of challenges. So I have a chart that we share in our store. It walks through all of the chakras, and each chakra really represents a specific kind of conversation that we can have. And especially as women, there's conversations that we don't have that would be helpful if somebody was trying to think of their health and well-being from the perspective of the chakras.
Love it. That's so interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So if there are 7 of them, how do I know which one is most important and which one I should be working on?
Great question. So in the store, when somebody comes in and they ask me that question, I ask them, when you feel stress, where do you feel it in your body? And the answers are a lot of different things. A lot of women carry stress in their stomachs. Of course, we all know what it feels like when the heart tightens from heartbreak or grief. The throat I mentioned, and some people say it's all over, like in the head, neck, and shoulders. So there's a reason why we feel it in different areas. We all have different sensitivities. What's happening is vibrationally, we take some energy that's coming into our field, and that's just where we store it in our body. So understanding where it's going and then how to move it is really key.
So connecting with where you feel it and then being able to open it up.
And then we all have superpowers, right? So some of us have more energy and we're very optimistic and analytical. I would say that kind of person has like solar plexus energy. Some of us are very verbal and we like to talk. Those are the people that might have very open throat chakras. So when you understand where you have strengths and weaknesses, then you can become a more integrated, balanced person.
I love it. That's really, really helpful. Well, tell me about the sacral products that you're showcasing today.
Yeah, so tonight I thought what we would do is we would talk about the sacral. It sounds sexy like lipstick, and it is, because the sacral is the stomach area. And for women, the sacral is an area that we see a lot of people either high or low. It fluctuates. And why it fluctuates is because not only this is the stomach, but this is where our reproductive organs are. And so as a woman, as we go through our cycle, as we start our cycles or as we end our cycles, like me, we change. And those changes show up in this part of the body. It's also an area that when we're fully expressed, doing the things that we love, doing the blissful things, the creative things, this chakra is open. And when we're not, it's low. And so what that feels like when it's low is that life is just not so juicy. And so tonight we're sharing our Chakra Boost collection, which has creativity for the sacral. So this is a roll-on perfume that's made with jojoba. And like I showed you before, you wear it like that. We also have it as Chakra 2. In case you want to get rid of the other number 5 you have, we have 1 through 7, but this is 2. And this is a spray, and you spray it like perfume, only the difference is you would breathe it in. And then what we've done is we've recently expanded our collection because we were known for having primarily fragrance, but like many fragrance companies, our fragrances are so beloved, we've put them now in other formulations. So this is a Chakra 2 lotion, which is lovely because if I want this on my belly, now I can go in there and get lotion on me. And this has blood orange, ylang ylang, jasmine. So it smells delicious. It smells a little bit citrusy, a little bit sweet, a little bit floral. This is my favorite new product. It's called a body oil. It's a dry touch chakra body oil. So what we did that was innovative is we put a roller ball on it, because when you put oil on in the bathroom, beware if it comes out and gets on the floor, you'll slip.
Right.
And so you have complete control. And again, you can use this all over your décolletage. You wear it on your neck. And then if you ever need it, you can soak in it too. So we wanted to create a collection that was all encompassing, where as you're managing the boosting of a chakra, you have an entire beauty regimen and ritual you can create, from going to a goddess type bath to just anointing with oils.
Wow, well, you've run the whole gamut. You have so many different products we can try. That's so exciting. Thank you so much, Laura. I so appreciate your insight and it's really interesting and inspirational.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here with all the other amazing ladies.
Well, we'll bring you back in just a few minutes, but I don't want to overlook Suki, who's up next. Hi, Suki. I want to introduce you all to Suki Jefferson. She is the founder of Suki's Candle Company. How are you?
I'm fabulous. I was learning so much from Laura. That was great.
It's such a nice. I learned a lot.
Chakras again.
I thought you guys might have some.
Yes, it's a perfect segue. It is.
Well, I just want to ask you a couple of things, because I was astonished at your diligence when I read that it took you 2 years to perfect the science of creating the perfect candle. So can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration and your process? That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a great question. And at the time I was living in Los Angeles, I had just finished grad school. And I moved to Los Angeles. I was working in the ad industry. And I experienced what was, a real deep sort of career burnout, and just feeling completely like my values I had to leave my values and my passions and at the door, and sort of just commit to work that I felt no true connection, no sense of authenticity with. And as part of my self-care practice, just on my own, I became curious and excited through a meditation practice, through a yoga practice in the morning, to sort of calm the nervous system prior to entering the workspace. I got excited about this idea of teaching myself how to make things that you would otherwise buy at Target or at the CVS, Walgreens. When you walk through, you see so many cosmetics, so many products that we put on our body. And I got excited about the idea of sort of empowering myself to teach myself how to make these things myself. So I started with everything from lip balms to body scrubs to facial cleansers. And one day in my kitchen by myself, I just decided to try to make candles. It was totally self-taught. I'd never taken any classes.
You know how to do it? No one taught you how to, you just made it up and figured it out.
In my kitchen, I could tell you back then, my kitchen I became this DIY natural, scientist in my kitchen. I had jars labeled all over with dates. I had aloe plants here. And it became this place for me of sort of checking out, dropping back in, like you said, in terms of what Laura talked about, is sort of rebalancing the chakras, of sort of just grounding again into things that felt good. I had a lot of mistakes in that kitchen, years and years.
But you kept at it. That's what blows me away.
Trial and error was real, but it was great. I value those now where I am where I am now. I look back on those years and I value them. I had this little notebook of all of these little mistakes and comments to myself. Fix this. Let's try this. Next time, let's test that. So it became this iterative process over time that, now, inevitably they became my baby over time. And you nurture it for so long. So
it is your baby. Well, that is inspiring. I also was intrigued because you said one of your founding principles is creating these very unique and kind of rare scents. So can you, I don't know, how do you come up with those? And then also, could you share some of your latest products with us so that we could see? And
definitely.
You could describe them.
Yeah, for sure. So it's funny because it ties back into some of the conversations that have been had already around travel and what that sort of does. And as you can see, so many people get inspired by their travels and either want to create products for it. And in my case, I wanted to create scents that would sort of transition us back to that space. We, like, for those of us that have traveled internationally, like what it means to, travel through Brazil or the Caribbean or Africa and sort of smell these really, and even the foods that you're eating, it's like this sensation overload. And then when we come back to the States, sometimes you miss that. And so I really wanted to try to create scents that were rare, that were memorable, that were, for me, that would evoke and sort of bring back that memory of traveling internationally. So I pair that also with the need for relaxation. So I make 2 sizes. This is our travel size, which is perfect for those that are, I bring these with me to every hotel. Every time I'm in an Airbnb, they're just super, super cute, super, they burn for quite some time. And similar to Laura, they are, I really wanted to make sure that they were clean, so that they were non-toxic. I think as women, ensuring that we are using candles that are not harmful to our reproductive systems. They're free of phthalates. They're all hand poured by a beautiful group of women. I mean, it's really like about this woman empowerment and creating products that we can burn around our kids or burn around our families, burn around the elderly, that they're not, I can't tell you how many times people have said they burn a candle and then they get a headache or their sinuses are off or it triggers their allergies. So it was important for me that these products were safe also. And this one I had to name after my namesake. This is our best seller. If you have to try one, if you start with any candle, start with this one. This is our Seattle Fir.
Okay.
Reminds me of my childhood. I'm from Seattle. It smells like sort of a long walk through the forest. And so, a lot of my scents are connected to me personally. And then they're also there's something that should be, I encourage people, whether they're burning my candles or someone else's, to not wait to treat yourself well. I always kind of used to wait to burn candles on a special occasion, but like, why can't today be a special occasion right now? Like, it doesn't matter if the house isn't clean, if the laundry's not done. Usually people wait as the candle to be the final touch after like a long day of Sunday cleaning. And I remember a few years ago saying like, forget it, on a Wednesday afternoon with like dishes in the sink, I'm going to burn a candle because it just makes me, you want to
treat ourselves. That makes perfect sense.
You never know what tomorrow holds. Burn that candle now. So
burn that candle now. Well, you did touch on one other thing I wanted to ask you about, which is that, they're hand poured, they're vegan, they're environmentally clean, no toxic. So it sounds like that sort of eco protection was really part and parcel of your company. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that I got so excited to sort of see this trend that's taken place over the last 10, 15 years or so, where the consumer now is actually really demanding more transparency in ingredients, like Laura talked on as well, really, having choice. And it's you're seeing this in the consumer packaged goods space with like the foods that we're eating, what we're snacking on, the non-GMO movement. I mean, we're really starting to see the consumer push this, and I'm a fan of it. I think we deserve to, we're bombarded with a lot, and particularly when it comes to our homes and what we're putting in our bodies. I love the idea of feeling, and this is included in my packaging. I mean, it's all aspects of the production. It's not just the product. It's trying to use recycled materials with our stickers, with our tissue paper that we're using, with our boxing, with our, we try to use biodegradable packaging. So we really are trying to be mindful of sort of our carbon footprint, if you will. And really also personalizing the connection. This business that I've now grown has been 100% word of mouth.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's literally been, people in the community. It's been this organic communal thing of people that genuinely like the product, and then they bring their friends and family along the journey. I don't want to bombard people into purchasing. I want them to purchase because it's a part of their self-care practice, and because it's a part of their ability to romance themselves. Treat yourself nice, even if no one's there.
I love that. I love that you said that they're to promote peace, sensuality, and deep relaxation. And it really got me thinking, because we have all gone through such
my gosh,
trauma, and at the very minimum challenge over the past 18 months in various degrees. And so I'm curious, as we re-enter the world and back to work and back to travel, like which candles would you kind of recommend to help us stay grounded as we go out into this new world again?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I have about 20 different scents in the collection. This summer, I will be releasing a brand new rose. I haven't told anyone, so you're getting the exclusive drop. But it'll be a rose scented candle, which I think it's so luxurious. It smells phenomenal. But, I think in terms of what we burn in the home, so just kind of personal preference. In bathrooms, I like to lean into the citrus a little bit more. So maybe like a peppermint eucalyptus in the bathroom. I have a mint mojito. Anything that's not too musky and sort of earthy. This is just, again, personal preference, but in terms of where you're spacing different scents in the home. And then in terms of like relaxation and serenity, I had to create a lavender scented candle because of just what that does. There's essential oils that are infused into my candles, so you will get some of that aromatherapy from them as well. But it also depends on the season. It's the summertime. It's nice. It's hot out. People are outside enjoying the summer. So I go with my coconut limes, my grapefruit mints during the summer, the raspberry sangrias, and as we get closer to the fall, again, sort of being mindful of our environments, that's when we drop into the cedar wood, our cinnamon chai, And then again, in our vanillas, we have this sweet sort of beautiful vanilla holiday sort of scented candle. So, a lot of it depends on sort of the seasonality. And I've learned over the years that people kind of have their favorites, and then they kind of stick to those,
I love that. I mean, it sounds like you have quite a breadth to choose from. So that's also exciting. You can find your personal preference, and it's exciting.
And what I often tell people is that I make these travel size candles in all of the scents just so that they can sample. They're kind of like a great way to test it if you don't want to commit yet to the larger size. And the larger ones are great too because the containers that they come in are reusable. So a lot of times I tell, you see people send in pictures of how they put succulents or, they use it as a stationery holder, use it to hold pens and stuff like that. So, it's about the sustainability as well as the self-care.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Suki. That was really inspiring too. I mean, all of you have been just incredibly inspiring to me. So I wanted to kind of bring everybody back and see if we wanted to, I'd love to hear from everybody. If we have any audience questions, Susan's kind of monitoring that chat. But I also wanted to hear, are you guys working on anything new and exciting that you wanted to share? Any kind of new offerings or new ideas or?
Well, one of the things I'd like to make mention is you're all talking about sustainability and really helping each other. And being a veterinarian and having this travel bag, one of the things I'm doing is donating a portion of all the proceeds to the American Veterinary Medical Foundation. And the foundation is part of the American Veterinary Medical Association. And they are doing great work of helping veterinarians, who are helping people, animals, and the planet. And I love to tell people that veterinarians are the only medical profession that have been trained to treat all of those, animals, people, and the environment. And right now we're all just trying to recover from the pandemic. And we know that 75% of all emerging diseases come from animals going into people. So veterinarians need to be out on the forefront to realize these diseases are there and keep us from getting another pandemic, or at least give us the heads up so much more quickly. So that's why I'm donating a portion of the funds to them.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that, Bernadine. I actually didn't know that statistic, so thank you.
Scary.
Yeah, it is. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add before we wrap up?
Much less exciting and newsworthy, but we have some new shades coming out.
Oh, exciting to me.
We have some new shades. We have 5 new colors of the bullet and 5 new colors of the liquid, kind of, fall, but like really wearable. Plums nude.
I'm ready for lipstick again. I'm going to place my order.
Me too. So
Yeah.
I'm ready for everything you have.
They're called Moodsies. And, I know everybody wants to pop a pill right now just to make everything go away. Instead of popping a pill, you can open the pill and roll it on. These are single note organic essential oils that are pre-blended. So I call it my pret-a-porter aromatherapy. And they're very affordable and they're great to put in your purse and your pocket. They fit great in jeans. And so you can have any scent that's your favorite scent, from patchouli to lime, lemon, ylang-ylang, vetiver, and be able to take a great breath anywhere, anytime.
Thank you, Laura. Well, thank you to all of you. Honestly, it's been such a lovely afternoon, and I encourage you to, all of our viewers, please come to the TheWMarketplace.com right now, and let's buy all these products, because I know I'm going to hop on as soon as I'm off of this. I want to thank you all for sharing your products, for your inspiration, especially in these trying times. It's been really lovely. And as we transition back to school, work, and travel, I can't think of a better way to celebrate than to be buying from you all. So please jump on. Everybody go shopping right now. And thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Great.
Great job, everybody.
That was fun. It went so fast.
You were amazing. Thank you so
Everyone
much.
was.
Somehow I lost Colleen already. She might have just been like, oh my gosh, I'm
She's
exhausted.
like, I'm done. I'm out.
She
That
did a
was awesome.
spectacular
Thank you.
job wrapping it all together, pulling all the little
She
pieces
did.
in. Excellent.
She did.
She
She
really
did. And I
did.
apologize for not showing the photos. I felt like there wasn't really an opportunity to like jump on
That's
and,
okay.
and show our